listen to me, but he ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me. I tried to talk to him. He ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me.
Yeah, it's the Wild On Radio Show. It's going down, baby. You already know what up, though. What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? What up, though?
Yo, what up, though? It's your boy. Go see Spaceship Always the Incredible, and I'd like to welcome you. Welcome one, welcome all to a brand new season of Straight Talk with Spaceship. Usually how we do this, I come on with some topics, but this season I want to add a little bit more to it. So this first episode is near and dear to me, and it's crazy because this first episode is going to transition to my new co-host that I will be having on Straight Talk with Spaceship, and we'll get into that a little bit later. But I just want to introduce my brother right now. For my money, he's the hardest working man in the state of Texas, in the state of Oklahoma. I can't say the United States because I don't know everybody that's working, but he works very hard. I told him we're gonna talk about everything. This ain't the house party. This ain't a review show. This is us getting to know the man behind the sound, the hand behind the vision, and the man behind the movement. Backwood Bobby, right here. Y'all know who it is. Mr. One Time for the one time. Ladies and gentlemen, my brother Narkiss. What's up, brother?
What's poppin'? Yeah, you know what it is. One time for the motherfucker, one time. And if you don't know who I am, you better fucking get to know me.
Backwood Bobby, man. So Bobby, I don't even want to take too long. I like to get right into it. So first of all, are you still going by Narkiss, or are you really transitioning to your stage name being Backwood Bobby? And if so, why?
I'm still Narkiss. I'm still 100% Narkiss. Backwood Bobby was more or less like a character I created. It was more or less like a theme for what I'm trying to do. Like, and it became like a series. I dropped Backwood Bobby 1, then I dropped Backwood Bobby 2. I'm already on Backwood Bobby 3. Shit, I'm working on Backwood Bobby 4. It's something like Savage Life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So was it orchestrated, or was it the success of Backwood Bobby 1 made you say, okay, let me keep the wheels going on this?
It was really more or less the way I felt whenever I put out the tape. Like when I created the persona Backwood Bobby, it was crazy because my wife, she the one who started calling me Bobby, because whenever I was with Legitty and T, salute to my Legitty and T fam. We forever locked in, but whenever I was really locked in with them and impressed, I always did things different. Like Impressed, when I was with Sam, they would have an all fucking white party, and I pull up with black and a white handkerchief. You know what I mean? Like on some shit like that. So she was like, "Nigga, you act like Bobby Brown." She was like, "You the fucking Bobby Brown of the group." You know what I mean? And then I started to smoke backwoods, and it's after I learned how to roll a backwood, it became that's all I smoke.
See if you could turn your audio up just a little bit. See if you could turn your audio up just a little bit.
Can you hear me?
They said your volume is real low. They said your volume is real low right now.
Let me see. What about now?
That sounds a lot better.
All right, bet.
A lot.
Yeah. The wife started calling me Bobby Brown. She said I always act like Bobby Brown whenever I get with a group and shit. She said I always be acting like I'm Bobby Brown. So then I started smoking backwoods, and it transitioned to where my nigga Sleepy start calling me Backwood Bobby. He's like, nigga, that's what I'm gonna call you, Backwood Bobby. And it was just like I kind of ran with it.
That's dope. Hold on one second, Bobby. I'm trying to find a pencil. I can't find a pencil. That's Ask your mama to come find a pencil. So what you got into music for y'all that don't know, and you what was you and old boy a group, or what was
Who?
the other nigga, that
Uh,
one nigga that we
hey,
yeah
yo.
yeah that nigga,
Um,
because that's like how I met both of y'all at the same time.
yeah, we were independent artists. Like we had went on this little tour shit together, so we were independent artists. I met him actually at an event for what's the fucking radio show? It's a radio podcast they used to go on, man. It was an underground podcast, but I met him there, but he had already been following me and shit. We went to the studio, did a song, but we were still independent artists. But we started a group that was Young and Rich. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. Okay, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So we started a group that was Young and Rich, and it was me and him, and then shit, we added on more members. People don't even know Trey Bag. You know what I mean? He was a part of Young and Rich and shit. Like
Trey Bad.
yeah, hey, y'all can catch him Saturday, tomorrow at the Puffin Paint. Y'all go catch him on stage.
He sent us in some music the other day, and I just need him to grow up.
Yeah,
Like, give me some new shit. Don't give me no shit. You know.
yeah. Give me some of that brand new. Got a lot of built up pressure.
Yeah.
A lot of built up pressure. Yeah.
Yeah. So going from that, and y'all separated. What motivated you to keep going? Like, did you? Because I know there was a time when you left Dallas, you went back to OKC.
Right.
Was there ever a time when you wanted to say, "Man, forget music, man. I'm gonna just."
You know what? Actually, music came before him. Like, and music had been with me in places that other people couldn't go. So, like, and when I say other places, I mean like, going to prison and shit. Like, all I had was music sometimes to keep me occupied. Like, even in the pen and shit, we used to have concerts and shit. Now we used to beat on the lockers and shit. Now that's kind of like that BABY song. I had wrote that back in 2007.
So when did you go to the pen?
Back in like 2006, 2000, early 2007 and shit.
Was that your light switch to change, or did
nigga, that was the light switch. Like, nigga, you gotta fuck with you because they don't fuck with you how you fuck with you. Your livelihood and what you got up for stakes and what you living for and fighting for is it got a little bit more of a toll on me than what they had going. So it kind of crushed me in a different way. And I told myself like it would be one time. I'm more of a visual learner. You can show me some shit one time and I catch on to it. I realized the pen wasn't for me.
And it's so crazy because I hear a lot of artists like excited about that life or talking about that life. And I'm like, if you really went, there's nobody that has been locked up.
Man,
I know.
Bro, let me tell you
happy
something.
to be there.
Let me tell you something, man. I ain't saying I'm an OG of this shit, but man, I've been fucking with the laws and shit for a minute, but I will tell you, nigga, it ain't nothing cool about, like, for nigga, it's a difference between jail and going to prison. That's what people don't understand. And when you get to prison, like, you don't just get to check in and they give you a booking number and shit. Nah, they gonna take you through A&R. It's a transition facility. They're gonna shave your head. They're gonna give you points for your crime, for your age, all type of shit. They're gonna take you in a room with like 10 to 15 other niggas. All y'all gonna have on a jumpsuit. They're gonna make you drop it to your chest, drop it to your waist, drop that bitch all the way down, bend over and cough. You hear me? If you niggas are enthusiastic about another nigga looking up your ass, you know what I mean? Like, of course a nigga gonna be excited about that type of shit. But for me, like, I got bigger toes out here. I'm a businessman. I be trying to, I take care of a lot of my family and shit. So I really be, I gotta keep my feet on these streets, bro. That, like, your freedom is priceless, nigga. Your freedom is priceless. I feel like the only niggas that keep going to the pen is niggas who got boyfriends.
For real. And we're gonna segue into your businesses. We know you have Cloud9 Dispensary, where I assume you at right now.
Yeah. I'm off in the shop right now. The shop out that way. I'm back here off in the little office.
Hey, if y'all in OKC, what up though? Go on to the Cloud. Y'all know what it is. Like, even when I come up there just to hang out, that bitch be popping. That bitch be popping.
Yeah, you know, hey, I'm trying to push them numbers. I'm trying to
Yeah,
get about 5 to 7 a day.
yeah.
Yeah.
But how has having a business changed you musically, as a father, as a husband? How has that changed your mentality?
Um, like, and you know, it's so crazy because it's different forms of business, man. Like, it's business owners, it's business workers, it's business orchestrators. Like me, I just so happen to be a business owner and all the above. For me, this shit is so crazy because it was really nothing different because I always had to be, you know, I always had to be big dog. I always had like I'm my grandma's oldest son. I'm my mom's oldest. I'm my
Shout out
grandma's
Mima.
oldest grandson.
Shout out
Mima,
dog.
yeah, yeah. You know how Mima be rocking, and I'm my mom's oldest son. So I'm the firstborn. Like a lot of shit fell on me to where I had to grow up early anyway. So me just transitioning into owning a business, and you know what I mean. Like all praise go to my little brother Ted. Salute to Ted's by house. I shout him out and everything. He holds his own real estate course. He put it on me like, yo, you got to quit moving, you know, sticks and limbs and shit. You got to get to moving these logs, my man. You got to push that shit. But it took a toll on me to teach me so much. Like I got so much knowledge, so much, you know, it leaves me so much more to write about that I feel like certain people wouldn't understand if they're not in that, if they're not, you know, motivated mentally to, you know, kind of be where I've been or see the shit that I've seen. So but it's took a toll on me. I grew up a lot, man. From back in the day, Murphy's Mansion. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I'm big dog now. They
Does do you ever get a chance to sit back and smile? You ever get a chance to sit back and be happy of your accomplishments?
I do. Like I was a really happy moment in my career here lately was you know, y'all blessed me with that, was actually acknowledging me for some you know some of the things that I work hard for, like with the Well Out Radio and shit. Like I've been rocking with y'all for a minute,
Yeah.
and I've been doing this underground shit. As far as like, I ain't gonna lie, I just started recently getting paid for music off of Fuck Nigga, like, and I made Fuck Nigga almost 10 years ago.
Man, for
So
real.
you know, just now starting to make money off the shit in the form that I am, in the ways that I am, like um the y'all acknowledging me and get, you know, me being able to win awards for people voting for me and me making certain countdowns, me being able to go on tour, like, you know what I mean, like all those moments, like they count because they build who I am today.
At the level you're at now, do you still think that it's profitable to pay for shows? I see so many artists now that they get a certain level and they get a city fame, and then they start thinking, "Oh, you got to pay me to come. You got to pay me to do this, or I ain't going out here if I ain't getting paid for it." Do you, even being where you're at now, and you're able to do shows where you actually pay your artists,
Uh-huh.
do you still feel like you can reach opportunities by paying, or are you waiting only for that time where somebody is paying you?
Um, you know, it's so crazy because I try not to bless my presence everywhere, you know, with every event. I try to be exclusive to the people who I fuck with or the people who can afford me. But what I will tell you is that I ain't fucked up about paying to get on the fucking show. Like I'm not fucked up about it. I paid for one. I was booked in South by Southwest heavy, and I paid for one of my slots down there. Like that was like a $500 slot, but I paid for it because, you know, it put me in a different light. It made like my views went up. Um, I came back and two weeks later I fuck around and get verified and shit. Like I'm pushing, so like I don't mind paying my way. Like I've never been fucked up about investing in myself because if I like going to the casino, if I'm a bet on these motherfucking machines, I know for a fact I'm a bet on myself because I already know what I'm coming with.
Mhm, South by Southwest,
Yeah,
you paid for an event.
yeah.
You also, was that the same event that you had the situation with?
Oh, no, that wasn't the
Okay.
same event.
So let's clear the air for that, man. Like, because I know going down there and you putting together, and I know for myself it's hard when somebody puts your name on something and it don't fall through. Because a lot
Right,
of people will blame the most visible person.
right,
How
right.
how did you feel about that situation? And what did you learn from that situation?
Um, I'm not gonna lie, bro. You know,
This straight talk, so this is what we're doing.
yeah, you know, I go through my phases because I be dealing with a bunch of shit like mentally on some, you know, having so much on my shoulders as far as a businessman to where when I put my all into my craft, like sometimes like that's another reason why I start throwing Bobby shows, because I hate it. I didn't really enjoy putting my career in the life in the hands of somebody else. For me, it was like it was great. It was great. Like it was great moments, but it was a major disappointing situation for me. Like it was because my name was on that shit. Like my name was on that shit. It was my name was Biggest Day, you know, Bobby, and people know how Bobby throw parties. So of course, everyone they were looking at me like, God damn, Bobby, what you got going? And
It
I'm
was your
like,
fault. It was your fault.
yeah, like they all thought it was my fault and shit. But I was trying to tell them, like, man, it was just business. It was just all on business. Like, you know, I fuck with everybody, but we just didn't have we didn't have things put together on a business tip. Like it's for you got the wood. Yeah. We didn't have things put together on the business tip as far as like contractual to where things could stick, to where things could go as planned, you know.
That was my next question. Is there anything you think you could have done different to secure your name in that situation?
I could have been more hands on. I could have been more hands on because for every Bobby event, I'm always hands on. But I feel like I could have been more hands on.
Let's get this straight. Even though your name was on it, this was not a Bobby event.
Yeah, no, we were bringing Bobby. We were bringing the Bobby and the you know the Shay Trendy brand together. You know what I mean? Like so, like you know, of course we collide on hella events. We was bringing that shit together for another fucking event. But you know, my name was all on it. But what people don't know is that I paid just like every other artist. So
Right.
I paid. Now when I say paid, I'm not gonna say put in a sense of paid, meaning I invested in this event more than what any artist had paid. Like I definitely invested in it because I wanted it to be a success. I wanted it to be great. And if you can't tell, Bobby Backwood is definitely back. I definitely, I definitely, you know, I took time to, you know, just basically put it in somebody else's hands and be more on the investing side more than anything, and you know, expect everything to go smooth.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, any artist that may have been part of that situation, that may be watching, what would you tell them right now about that situation? Like, go ahead and speak your piece, because I know a lot of time just having to call everybody and explain what happened.
You know what's so crazy? I ain't gotta explain shit because my actions already explain that shit. Every single artist that was on that ticket that watched me that paid, you know what's up with me. You know you got your bread back. So you know I salute you for being patient. I salute everybody for moving how they move. But
So,
one
what do you
thing,
say, what do you say to the promoter?
shit, we gotta amp that shit up. We gotta do better at that shit, bro. We just gotta. I feel like things gotta be pushed a little harder. Things gotta. We have to find alternate ways to go harder. I feel like you know I'm not a honestly, I'm gonna tell you, Ship, I'm not a promoter, so I couldn't really tell a promoter what works or what like some of these some promoters, some of y'all hosts, some of y'all podcast, y'all been doing this shit for years. Y'all been doing this shit for y'all been pushing this shit for years. Me as a rookie trying to even come in on some shit to tell you what you should have did is like me trying to tell LeBron, hey nigga, you need to shoot from this angle. You know, it's more or less like, hey, you gonna shoot how you shoot.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just watching from a spectator sport, but I do see you're a little stronger on the left side.
Mm-hmm. But so, would you work with this promoter again? Are you still going to work with this promoter, even though the situation was what it was, and you actually had to fund back the artist, knowing that?
This nigga Shift, this nigga Shift. Hey, y'all know Shift, my nigga. This nigga so discreet. He be like this promoter. Hey man, the promoter is Shay Trinity. I fuck with Trinity.
Okay,
Look, you know I fuck with Trinity. I fuck with Shay Trinity tough. Like I fuck with Shay Trinity. I fuck with Hard Nard. I feel like right now I'm just going through a transition from being butthurt. Like I'm like really kind of butthurt because like things could have went better. Things could have went better. And when I say better, it mean like, you know, given the fact that we is in business together, I want everyone to know that I didn't take a single artist money. I didn't take a single artist bread like I didn't nobody cash at me. It was one person who cashed at me, which was Rico, and I gave that nigga back his bread so fucking fast because I don't play with niggas money. I will hurt a nigga behind my bread, and a lot of people ain't in my position to where like, you know, paying 200 for a gig, like that shit can hurt a nigga. That shit, you know, some people save up all week to have that extra to where all they could, you know. And I'm not saying that's saying niggas broke. Some niggas just got their priorities set to where they already know where their money going. And I feel like I brought some people out and, you know, put them in positions that I didn't have to put them in positions in if I would have handled it better and been more hands on.
Do you feel like you got snaked though? Do you feel like she gypped you? Do you feel like you got hustled, swindled, bamboozled, led astray? I know you said you was butthurt, but like, do you look at that like, damn,
look. Me as a businessman, I look at it like this: every investment is not a guaranteed return. Every investment is not a guaranteed return. Now, if the question is that I get my bread back, fuck no, I ain't get my bread back.
Yeah.
But like I said, like everybody has a stumble point. Everybody has like, you know, like I said, I fuck with Trendy to the max. Like she didn't help me be in some position. She didn't put me on some stages. She didn't done some shit for me. She didn't make me the whole face of her campaign based on the fact of us doing good business. I just feel like right now, you know, I'm just kind of stepping back right now because I feel like that was such a big it was such an investment on my end to where I was like, yo, nigga, for me to lose. Damn, I paid for this house. I paid for people's hotels. I paid artists back. Plus, I paid for slots. Plus on top of that, I invested in this event. Like, I came out a whole bunch of motherfucking money. And it's like, yo, I got to recoup that right now. And the only way I can redo that is like, I got to do that shit myself.
Did she help out in any way? Recouping, paying back?
You know what? Now, you know what's so crazy? She did pay back some artists as of what like I was told. Like I now look, I'm not I don't go and ask artists, hey, did you get your money back? I'm not going to go ask them, but I do know I got receipts. Yeah. I got receipts, baby. I got receipts where I can show you. Hey, I pulled up on artists hand on hand, gave them their shit back. I don't have Cash App because you know I be on that other shit, so they be locking my shit down. But I damn sure can show you where niggas got PayPal, niggas was getting their bread.
Right. Backwood Bobby 3.
Yes.
In the process.
Yes. Oh, that motherfucker ain't even in the process. That motherfucker done. I'm waiting on it to come back from being hosted.
Okay. By Johnny Rip.
Yeah. That motherfucker hosted by Johnny Rip, nigga. It's so crazy because while we on this live, I want you to tell everybody how you hosted Backwood Bobby before, and I don't want to hear no shit. I want you to commit to that right now while we on live. So when you bring Lola Backwood on this motherfucker as your co-host, I'm gonna have on your ass.
I will you know, I will host Backwood Bobby 4.
Yeah.
And we already talked about when he come down here, we're gonna do a song, and we gotta work on the song because
I'm down there from the 20th to the 22nd. I'm down there when I'll be coming back from Vegas. I'm down in Vegas for Coast to Coast. And then I'm back in Miami for Coast to Coast.
Lola, don't do that. Lola, don't do that.
So I'll be down there. We can damn show book some studio time, man. I'm free that Friday. I'm trying to go get tatted. I'm trying to stay occupied. I need to be around y'all good people so we can make this shit a good project, bro.
That's good, man. So tell people about the Backwood Bobby 3 project, though. Let them know what's the story behind it. Because one thing I love about your music, your albums have stories.
Right.
And that's what I don't like about niggas. It just be a collection of songs. That's great. Your songs might be great, but if you're dropping an album, I wanted to tell me a story. I want to go on a ride. So tell people about Backwood Bobby 3, the growth of Backwood Bobby 3, and the story behind Backwood Bobby 3.
See, Backwood Bobby 3 is like it's really a spin-off of Fresher Than a Motherfucker. You know, Fresher Than a Motherfucker was where Fuck Nigga was.
Yeah.
That's that era when I was really rapping on them niggas. So what I did with Backwood Bobby 3 is I feel like with Backwood Bobby 2, it was sober thoughts, and I was just kind of in my feeling. I was going through a lot. I had a lot of shit on my mind. Me and the wife was going through shit. On Backwood Bobby 3, this is after me and the wife had conversations. This is after, you know what I mean? This is after I come in from touring. This is after, you know what I mean, I count up the motherfucking bag. and now it's time for me to upgrade my diamonds. Now it's time for me to fuck around and
Yeah.
I'm actually on these niggas. I'm on these niggas' ass, man. I'm actually rapping on this one. Like I've been in my R&B bag, and that ain't saying I'm no R&B artist, but I do make. If you hear Make a Mess, you hear Cuffy, you hear I like to be on them harmonies and shit. But on this one,
Yeah.
I'm rapping on this. I got 13 songs on the tape, and it's 3 features. Now on Backwood Bobby 4, I got a banging ass feature from Rashad King. Ooh, nigga, I can't
Yeah,
wait.
you
Ooh,
told me about that. Yeah, yeah.
nigga,
that.
that nigga did the fool. But on Backwood Bobby 3, I ain't gonna lie, I only got 3 features. And like, I got I got Wavy Baby, and who else I got on that motherfucker?
Oh, Wavy Baby. Okay, I remember him from your show.
I got one other feature on that motherfucker, I think, and that's really it, man. Everything else is all me. Like I'm coming on these niggas. I'm
TSB with it in Detroit.
Yeah, oh yeah, I got my nigga D Trey on that. That motherfucker D Trey on that motherfucker
I told Detroit we gotta do a song together.
Because love.
Mm-hmm. I told Detroit I gotta get a song with him, man, in my life. Like I'm a fan of his. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
that's what I'm talking about. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, he be, but believe it or not, Backwood Bobby 3 and Backwood Bobby 2, he helped me write a lot of those songs.
Oh wow.
So
Wow. And I like that you said that, because a lot of times artists, I ghostwrite for artists. And,
right.
and I don't have to ghostwrite a whole song. I like to be in the studio with other people because I might not be able to think of how to close this bar out.
Right. Like nigga, what we do, we get to the shop, we get to listen to some beats, we roll up something and shit, which I get to humming some shit, and he'll be like, hey, talk about this. He'll be like, hey, take it this direction. Boom,
Yeah.
yeah, say, hey, yeah. Hey, talk about, like, I got a song on the tape called Unforgettable Love. And like I was like wanting to tell a story, but I was wanting to be so realistic. He was like, oh yeah, take them back to high school, take them back, boo, boo, boo. So I was like, hey, nigga, like, and believe it or not, every one of them joints turned out to be an amazing ass joint. Like I got a solid ass team with me. Like I ain't gonna lie, man. The why, but every tape has a transition, and it has a point to where it goes through different phases. So like when I get done with the tape, as I'm making the tape, I let the wife listen to it. I let the whole team listen to it. My nigga E-Man, my nigga D Trey, the wife. We all sitting in the room. Even my grandmother. We sit in the room. We listen to the tape. Boom. They tell me which songs we should be picking. Boom. We make a final list. It be me and the wife up at 2, 3 in the morning listen to these motherfucking tapes. You know what I mean? So I can put them in the correct order because I want them to feel that shit.
Do you like, how many songs do you usually make before you cut them down? How many songs do you want to have done before you say, okay, let's sit in this room, let's have this conversation about these songs?
I normally try to have like, I write music different than I used to. Like I used to write music like 3, 4 songs a day. I'd be so consumed with other shit, like to where it'd be like, I gotta catch that moment, and it'll be like 2 songs within a setting. So you'll catch me with probably like 20, 25 songs. And then out of those 25 songs, like I'm pulling from all different directions of the ones that I feel like the angle that I want the tape to go in. You know what I mean? And like after I get 20 to 25, like shit, we just listening to them back and back and back and back. And then after that shit, I'll be like, hey, that should go on. Hey, that one should go. Hey, we need to boom. I'm gonna put this one right here. I'm gonna put boom, boom. I need to get a feature from boo, boo, boo.
And it sounds like, to me, like Rail has a big part to play in selecting music, listening to music, critiquing music for you.
Oh no, for real, like nah, for real, like I had to have a realization, like that my song, my single I'm pushing right now, which is Big Boy Business. I went through 3 different beats on that motherfucker, and I got a whole song recorded of it in like a whole different fashion. And she was like, hell no, nigga. She was like, nigga, bring back that fuck nigga shit. She was like, nigga, bring back that O&R. She was like, nigga, don't nobody, you already been in your feelings. Nobody want to hear that shit.
Yeah.
She was like, nigga, do that shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I was on her ass for like 2 months about how, she was talking about how I felt like she didn't like my music, but it wasn't that. She was just saying like, nigga, remind these niggas that you rap. So, she plays a big part in that shit, like for real.
That's dope. How have you maintained that marriage with your business? I know, there was speculation out there a while ago about some things. how have you been able to maintain that while still continue to go to tourist stardom, continue to with your business, and that, you know, for
Um,
relationships, that hurts relationships a lot of times because the man is always busy.
you know what's so crazy is that my like we married when we was young, and I've been blessed to have somebody to like take their time and understand that like like we gonna go through things. Like she's been with me as I grow as a man through all different situations. It's always gonna be motherfucking speculations, but I'm gonna always let them assume, and I ain't here to clear shit up. You know what I mean?
Was she with you before you went to prison?
No. This is after I went to prison. Like
Okay.
I met her after because I was. It's crazy because I was engaged to a whole nother woman. Like I was deeply in love, like with what I thought I was with some other woman before I even met my wife. And then I went through my stage of like, being a little horn dog. That Scorpio in me, that stinker started to come out a little bit. You know what I mean? But I was with. Listen, I'm gonna tell you how straightforward this shit is for me. I was sitting next to the girl that I was with on my in my living room, and I said, "Give me 100 likes on Facebook." I said, "Give me 100 likes," and I'm gonna tell you the prettiest girl on my page, and they gave me 100 likes, nigga. And I tagged Lola, like on my soul. I did right while I was sitting next to the other girl. I was like,
That's bogus.
nigga, that shit was meant to be. Like my wife would tell you, I used to be on the hustle. I used to tattoo constantly. I would stop tattoos just to meet her at the park to give her a hug. Like we didn't meet at her house for like the first 3 months. Like we always met at the park. Like our first date was so genuine. Like we was just like
treated her different.
Yeah, like she like not only did I treat her different, but she treated me different.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
You know what I mean? Like that was different because every other female, like we was kicking it out, tattooing, boom. I might, you know what I mean? I might throw a little pig in them, throw a little pig in them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oink, little oink, oink.
Yeah, you know, showing what that pig do. And then, it was just that. But for me to have like, I'm an introvert, but I'm a real deep person. So for me, like it's deeper than I want to know what your mind hold before you can show me what your panties conceal. So for me, like conversation rules the nation, and like what she did was she sparked my intellect. Like she made me want to grow up. Like I ain't gonna lie, I got with her and I started going to church more. Like a whole bunch of other shit. Like you know what I mean? It was different.
Yeah, that's dope. What's the goal? What's the end game?
But hold on, listen. But being able to maintain it though is just teamwork. I ain't gonna lie to you, teamwork. You both gotta stay focused on the vision.
How many times do you admit you wrong when you're not wrong?
I just started doing that shit. We've been together 10 years, and I just started doing that shit like here in the last 2. I don't even think it was 2.
Hey, that's one of the keys. Tell people what is one of those keys. One of those things that people don't think about in relationships that. Not just teamwork, of course. Yay, we know that. But what is one of those things that you do that like this keeps the peace and the fluidity of the relationship?
I'm gonna tell you, people may not understand or may not believe in certain things, but for me, I really believe in self boundaries. Like even though you're married or you're together and you have this confinedness with someone and you be so glued together, you still have to understand that they don't make bunk bed caskets. And like, I'm a fond believer of having my self boundaries and needing my self time the same way I believe that she do. You know what I mean? Like she needs her space, but also I'm very, very, no matter whether we've been together 5 years, 6 months, 25 years, I'm very conscious of her feelings. Like I'm very conscious. Like it ain't always like, and don't get me wrong when I say that, because sometimes we get in the midst and we be like, oh, fuck her feelings. I'm gonna tell them how it is. Yeah, we can always tell them what it is and how it is, but it's how you tell them. Every action has a different reaction, and your tempo, your tone. Like my wife will tell you, I don't really do all that yelling shit. I'm not a fine talker. Like even when I was in the pen, I wasn't doing no talking. I was taking off. Beep, beep. What we on, nigga? What we on, nigga? Yeah, you already know how I am, Spaceship.
Yeah.
Hey,
that's how, when I was a fighter, bro. That's why I ain't understand these niggas. Like, you don't want to fight me. You talk too much.
Yeah, like, and then I be on that MMA shit. Like, I was just in the gym this morning for 2 hours. I'm wore out. I couldn't sock a nigga for nothing right now because my arm's weak. But back up off me. Yeah, you know what I mean. but listen, being very conscious of the other person's feelings, no matter how hard it seems, because patience is a virtue, and not everyone is on the same person's time. Look, we're all sitting in front of a painting, and just because someone finished a great painting before me does not mean that my painting will not be a Picasso. Some people runs through more canvases in life than other people, and for me, I feel like I've ran through quite a few canvases, and she's just been, you know how you have a lot of paintings you may start on and then you move around and you go back to. Like, one thing I can say, that she's always held this canvas for me to be able to, paint my picture on it. And for me, it's turning out to be something beautiful than a motherfucker. So communication is definitely a key. Like, I've had to learn that with us having to have major talks about major issues, we don't really have money problems as far as like talking about who's taking what. Like, we come together, we save on that shit. Like, we used to cash in clothes at Play-Dohs and cash in change.
Yeah.
Niggas didn't know that shit, to where now, we can sit in a room and it'd be $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, just on the table. Not only we closing other deals, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
Like, she's my backbone. Like, she keep me solid. So she always reminds me that I gotta stay humble. So all this humbleness is coming from a strong backbone of what her, and also me, my mom, they always build that shit in me real strong. But she keeps me astray on that shit.
So I'm gonna ask you two questions. First question is, how do you still turn her on? What do you do to turn her on?
What do I do to turn her on?
What do you do? I think men need to hear this. Any guys that's
like I said, listen.
Okay,
I'm real conscious of her feelings, and I'm more of a like.
You
I've
buy
never
flowers
like one thing I can tell you is that we've always remained best friends, and I've never forgot that. So even when I'm out and about, it don't matter where I'm at or what I'm doing. Shit, I always fuck around and I grab her a rose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't mind cooking for her and shit. I don't mind. I don't mind. We go out to go have little dates and shit. We have family nights. We make little small bets on what we doing. Like, yo, if I lose, I gotta rub your feet. I gotta rub your back. You know what I mean? I don't mind taking your hair down for you. You know what I mean? Shit. Let me sit in there and blow a backwood while you in the tub. You soaking and shit.
Yeah. See? And what does she do to turn you on? What makes you smile?
I ain't gonna lie, like she say she done grown so much as a woman to where, boy, I ain't gonna lie, nigga, I come in, she be in that kitchen with them little shorts and them little what, I mean, what's up, man? What's poppin'? Let me throw a little pig. I'm already at half mass on you. Let me throw a little pig in you. You know what I mean?
My niece up, bro. You can't do that right there. Niece up, bro. You can't do that right there. She getting big.
I get off that 10, the baby damn near put to sleep. You know what I mean? We real fond of melatonin. We ain't too bad about that. I ain't fucked up about it. Listen, I ain't doing no gin and juice and I ain't doing no Tylenol, but take this gummy right here. Nigga. Take your ass to bed, because I'm finna rock the boat.
You be sending text like, give me the toning.
Yeah, you heard me? I shoot the text with a dick pic like, hey, get the toning ready. Shit. Hey, she'll tell you, hey, we been in this shit strong. We've been almost 10 years strong. We still seeing a little set. We still be sexy. Like, we keep that shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I fuck with her strong. Like, she really. That's dope. She really. Hey, I really like her.
Have you ever gotten into an altercation over her? Like at the club, nigga trying to holler at her?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you. Hey, listen. Real true story. I done put a nigga out my shop for asking if she was married. Nigga, you come in my shop way too much and see her with me to be asking. And you see this big ass motherfucking Kobe ring that I didn't had to buy her because I done already fucked up. You already see this big ass ring that's on her motherfucking finger, bro. Quit acting. So he asked if she married and shit. And my wife, she's so calm and docile. She like, oh, he was just asking. He probably didn't know. And I'm like, hey, don't play with me. You know we can get this bitch acting. We can turn this bitch up.
He know you something.
So listen, the nigga came back. And I think he asked her something again or said something. And I told that nigga, I was like, hey, bro, listen, on my soul, y'all think I'm playing? I keep a motherfucking pair of boxing gloves on me. Since I do this boxing shit, I keep this boxing. I keep a blue pair and I keep a motherfucking red pearl. Listen, don't play with me, nigga. Throw these motherfuckers on or get the fuck out my shot because I feel like you disrespecting me. Bro, I'm outside with this nigga. This nigga outside, look, on my soul, this nigga saying, why you want to fight me, bro? Why you want to fight me, bro? Why you want to fight me, bro? Listen. Hey, real truth motherfucking story. My right-handed guy, nigga, sleepy, my partner, nigga. I done took that nigga to the yard with the gloves on for calling my wife a bitch in so many senses. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Even if it was on the playing tip, like I don't really play.
yeah,
with
that's just one thing you don't do.
I be like, hey, disrespect your mama before you disrespect mine, because we gonna have to see about that shit. Like, I ain't one of them niggas that's just go. You can't. If you hear me calling my wife a bitch, you don't call her a bitch.
Yeah.
And I don't really be doing that shit. Like I try not to do that shit. And it's rare that shit come out. Like I have to be going through some shit. Not saying that shit is right. Like I ain't saying disrespect no women. Like I don't fucking boycott me and say don't be. You know what I mean? Like I ain't on no motherfucking Chris Brown shit, but he is my cousin. Nah.
Chris Brown got his nuts grabbed.
Man, son.
So that's a whole different energy.
Yeah, that's a whole different energy.
Any chick grab my nuts in a harmful way, I can't guarantee that I'm not gonna punch the shit out of them.
No, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna be John Wick on the motherfucker. Pop, 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 pop. Hey, you hear me? She tried to Loretta Bobby me.
That's crazy. Oh shit! You were saying something. Do you think the industry is too soft now? Like I see so many people on the internet now, and they become popular just by liking people's shit.
I do. I feel like I heard Snoop Dogg say some shit that I was very fond of. It was like I don't like the overnight shit. Like I used to want this shit overnight, but I realized like you don't appreciate it if you don't put that grind in, if you don't pay that money to get to where you're supposed to go and remember them broke days to get to where I'm at now. Like I feel like it's wide open now. It's free game. So anybody should be able to really do what they dream of if they do dream to be in the entertainment industry. But I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot of whack ass niggas out here, bro. And you know, I don't even be usually saying that shit. But it's a lot of weak ass, whack ass rappers out here, bro. A lot of weak ass whack ass R&B singers. And that ain't saying I'm the best, because my music may not be the best, but goddamn, I make a motherfucker dance and I got away with words. I didn't put in the motherfucking work. I will tell you, these niggas who ain't got it, bro. Y'all niggas need to quit telling these niggas they got it and tell these niggas they ain't fucking got it, bro. I will tell you that's what I do appreciate about you, bro, because you don't bite your tongue and you don't mind posting about how you feel about a nigga.
Look, man. J-Rock. First of all, J-Rock. I whooped the nigga ass in middle school because he spit on me. I whooped the nigga ass in middle school because he spit on me. But you know, for me, it's just I feel like Snoop. You had to grind for this shit. You had to do this shit. Like I recorded a song with Dirt and I did not like it. I am not gonna just put it out because I'm Spaceship Oasis.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I respect this game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't dare put out some of this shit that these niggas put out. Like
I listen, I recorded a song with some niggas who kept begging me to do a fucking feature. I wrote my motherfucking song, and I'm gonna tell you how real this shit is. It's the first song that's gonna be on Backwood Bobby 3. It's called Arraignment. In the beginning, you hear a judge say, boom, 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 all rise. And I say it's court, you know, it's time to go to court, fuck boy. And I just start going off. These niggas was on the second and third verse, bro. The shit was so weak. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. These niggas had they boosted me up for the mother. They got all the shit situated, got me situated, because you know I gotta be situated before I do anything.
Yeah.
So they got me situated. We went to this goddamn studio and they wanted me to put it on my tape. They was like, you can have all the rights to it, do what you want to do with it. Boom. We recorded this motherfucking song, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I cut their verses off. It's one verse on that song.
Look, bro. I done had a lot of niggas who done put me on songs, bro. And I done killed them niggas, man. I done destroyed niggas. Like I be almost offended. Like, you think I'm on your level? That's
right.
What you think of me? I understand, but you're not there yet. Like, I be cool. Like, niggas, man. I gotta play some shit though, y'all. We gonna play some shit because I play some shit. That's what I do. I like this. This is my jam. Can I play my jam?
What's up? What you want to play?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Delta Airlines Flight 2998 bound for Atlanta, Georgia, with continued service to Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. All carry-on items.
On this flight back from Miami, I can't stop thinking about you. I've been thinking about that pussy and the things I wanna do to you. I wanna kiss it, cause I miss it. Kiss your toes, I got you tweaking. Girl, take this dick shit, take this dick shit. Bite your lip and bounce it slow. Where you tryna go? Lick you up and lick you down. Got you creaming bitches now. Suck it slow, don't waste no sleep. Love it when it's on your tongue, you love the taste of it. Ride it slow and tell me how you love to take this dick. That's my shit, gripping thighs, ass, even tits, even hits. That's my shit, legs in the air. Pick it up, got you squirting while you squirming. Watch me pick it up, legs in the air. Now watch me pick it up. Got you squirting while you squirming. Watch me pick it up. Girl, make a mess, make a mess, make a mess, and I won't tell nobody. I say, baby, make a mess, make a mess, make a mess, and I won't tell nobody. On this flight back from Miami, I can't stop thinking about you. I've been thinking about that pussy and the things I wanna do to you. Make a mess, make a mess, make a mess, and I won't tell nobody. I say, make a mess, make a mess, make a mess, and I won't tell nobody. This flight back from Miami, I can't stop thinking about you. I've been thinking about that body and the shit I wanna do to you. So come make a mess with them toes on my chest. Got you touching on yourself while you kissing on the breast. Get all in your chest while you wish with that you pull it out. I'll grab it till I'm
I got a brand new bottle with a good shit. I'm on my nigga, wish a nigga would shit. I got a brand new bottle with a brand new model. Pull up in the sticks with a brand new throttle. Wrote a brand new tweet, got a brand new bottle. Brand new big chick, do a brand new swallow.
Nigga, they don't know about
I had Corey get the holler, got some brand new forks with a brand new. I had brand new, all the old hoes with my dollar taking brand new trips. Might be gonna be tomorrow. Dope ass nigga from the mitten. Flexing on pussies, I play with my kitten. When the beats hitting, we can't hear the lyrics listen. I got a brand new earpiece listening. Still in the bag, I'm doing.
Just because this nigga don't know his verse, I always like to play it because he always look goofy when he plays.
Got a brand new bottle with a good shit. Brand new bottle with a good shit. Got a brand new bottle with a good shit. I'm on my nigga, wish a nigga would shit. I got a brand.
This nigga do so many verses, he don't even remember them hoes.
With a good shit. I got a brand new bottle with a good shit. I'm on my nigga, wish a nigga would shit.
I've been smoking and leaning them bitches faded. Fucking with a daddy, the pussy it be amazing. He done got a fever, I'm really eager to squeeze her. I'm singing like a I be the baseline. And we fucking on mamas, you know I'm with it. Dick up in the mouth telling me she don't wanna spit it. So you fucking with me. Whipping pen and mirrors and I'm clutching 50. Automatic habit for a hood bitch, what a good shit. Popping top like a bottle, what a good at. Niggas say you ain't fucking with me. Up in VIP with a good set. 5 seconds off a rack, better book that. Better book that. Watch me cook that. Grab a book that. Go. Hands down, so they know that I'm the top gun. Popping till I'm popping my fuck up and I'm popping.
Brand new bottle with a good shit. Brand new bottle.
I just want to have a little fun.
Hey, bro, I gotta put you on the 4.
But hey, that's one of your hottest verses to me, bro. You sound so different though.
Hey, you know what? I was going back listening to songs like On My Mama, Way Up, Fuck Nigga, man, so many fucking songs that I have out, bro. And I was listening to them and I was like, man, I've changed so much, and you can hear it in the music.
Yeah. It's great to hear your growth, man. It's awesome to hear your growth. On this journey, what is something that you keep reminding yourself every day? Like, what is something that you say to you know, once you wake up to the time you go to bed?
I live by progression beats perfection, and you got to inspect what you expect. Like anything that I wake up expecting, I'm going to fully inspect it to make sure that everything I'm expecting out of it, I'm going to get. You know what I mean? And I'm always wanting to progress, meaning if I was doing the same shit today that I was doing yesterday, I'm not progressing. Like I need to be taking steps. I need to make, I need to set goals for myself daily, weekly, monthly, also so I can accomplish them to try to make that shit happen. Like one thing I look back and I don't want to go back to is like just thinking about the position that once upon a time me and my grandmother was in with my brothers. You know what I mean? Because my mama, she always been a hustler. My mama always been a go getter. She always like
Yeah, yeah,
like she always been a hustler. She gonna go get it for her kids and she gonna go to war for us. So she always made sure we had to find her things. But it was a point in time when like, you know, all hustlers gotta go to school. That's what we call it.
yeah.
I had to go to school. And when she had to go to school, you know, it was a point when my grandmother had lost her business and, you know, people was mistreating us in like a major way, like putting us out, talking to us any kind of way. So like I grind to try to make sure that like, you know, she don't have to worry about paying a cell phone bill. Like my brother made sure she don't have to worry about paying, you know, paying for a car. Like we made sure she don't have to worry about a house. Like we do the same for my mom. And so I always keep it in mind, like, I know what I want to be. I know what I can be. So it don't matter what they looking at and what they see because I know where I'm supposed to be. You know what I mean? So I just keep pushing. Like one thing I'm always do is I'm always try to keep it on the up tempo, keep them high vibrations going because the devil gets busy, and when he gets busy, boy, our destruction start to happen. I could have quit this shit a long time ago when I was broke. But for some reason, some told me to stick in there and look at me now.
Yeah. Do you feel pressure? Do you feel an obligation to succeed?
I do, but that's that's nothing based on anybody else. That's just personal shit. You know what I mean? I feel like I allowed myself to fall into the hole when I did go to prison, all based off of me having such a big heart and trusting people. So I feel like I got to make up something to myself. Like a lot of times, the shit that I go through sometimes just be mental blockage. Like one thing that I learned at a seminar that my brother had was it was this millionaire guy. He said we don't have a money problem, we have a creative problem because it's money everywhere we go and it's money all around us. So like I definitely try and put my best effort forth in every fucking thing so I don't go back to where I was at.
I can dig that, man. I can dig that, man. I think I'm out of questions, brother. I think I'm out of questions. I think you answered every fucking question I had, man.
Man, hey, that's the fucking goal, man. You know I love y'all, bro. You know it's been a long time since
Oh,
I've been able to be on the fucking podcast and
right.
fuck with
We need
y'all,
to
man.
promote. Hold on, Saturday, tomorrow.
Saturday tomorrow,
Fuck.
man. Listen, tomorrow from 9 to 2, man. I got the puffing paint going on, man. Listen, $10 gets you entry and it gets you a pre-roll. $25 gets you 2 free pre-rolls and it gets you a canvas and it gets you some paint, man. Come enjoy yourself. For the first 10 people, the first 20 people, I'm gonna buy you a shot, man. Come fuck with me for the
You
first
be
20
on that
people.
bullshit, man.
Look, look. I ain't even playing with y'all. Listen, I'm gonna show y'all. Listen, for the first fucking 20 people, I'm gonna fuck around and I'm gonna buy y'all a shot for the first 20 people. What we on? What we on? What we on? I'm trying to buy y'all some drinks, man. Come party and turn up with your boy, man.
Look, man, let me tell you. When we had the puff and paints in OKC, man, like every 30 minutes, he come around and bring you a pre-roll. J-Rock on the ones and twos, people in their pain getting fucked up.
Man, you know, big salute to J-Rock. You know, that's big salute to J-Rock. Big salute to Johnny Rib, man. Big salute to Slow Your Roll, man. But big salute to motherfucking J-Rock, man. You know, she be fucking with a nigga tough, man. You know, I love the fuck out of y'all, man. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie, a big part of my fucking success was not only Rip the Mic, but it was Wild Out Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Like, man, when y'all put on that platform, like, niggas don't even know. When I first start putting on my first set of shows, one of my first birthday shows was at y'all's event.
I remember the birthday show, and you had everybody there.
The boy said when he don't bring his wheel, he said he usually do them just 6 grams of different kinds.
Yeah. What's up with your family? So yeah, bro, it's definitely, man, like, man, they don't even understand how much of a impact you've had, you and J-Rock has had on my career. Just, you know, because y'all hard on the music, and it ain't even the fact that y'all hard. Y'all just listen to a lot of music, so y'all like what y'all like. You know what I mean? And y'all kind of know what y'all know what's trending, and y'all know what you know. You know when you don't hear that shit.
And that's the thing. Like artists think that you know, that we are hard on them, but I know when I hear that crack.
Yeah.
I know what I know when I hear that music that I can send to a DJ and be proud of. And that's the thing. If you expect me to put your music in places, I am not going to embarrass myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My name is on the line.
Right.
There are people in the industry that entrust me like, Spaceship, what you got?
Right.
Spaceship. You might not see them on the show. You might not see them comment, but after the show, they inboxing us.
Yeah.
Send us that song. I done sent music right on the air because a nigga done text me. And while we was doing a review show, I'm sending a DJ that music.
You know what's so crazy is that my music made it on y'all's countdown, not even because it was on the countdown or voted, just because y'all was playing it during while y'all was doing other stuff.
Yeah, yeah. And your music was the first song that made the top 20 that we got from an interview or we heard, you know, you just sent it or whatever.
Right.
It's only the people that we do on a review show, but because you made us change it from only the review show to, okay, if they send us music for their interview, then we'll consider that as well.
Right.
Like,
right.
Because your music was so fucking good. Like,
right.
I cannot keep this out of the top 20. And Make a Mess, I know for me, Make a Mess was number 2.
Right.
It was my number. Like, we had like 8 judges. So we averaged numbers out and everything. You know what I'm saying? But for me, that was my number 2 song.
Right.
I loved it.
I appreciate it, bro.
What's up, Mr. Detroit? You know, and that's the thing. If you know, artists, one thing I can say about you, I've seen you grow.
Right.
And there's artists that we fool with that get offended by what we say. And there's artists that we fool with that take what we say.
I already like too.
And build off of it.
Right.
I don't know how much you've built off of it, but I see so much growth in you. And I tell people my only goal is to see somebody I fuck with get big.
Right.
That's the only thing I want. Like, that's the last thing on my bucket list.
Right.
An artist that I've personally touched and talked to and mentored or guided can make it and be one of the ones.
Right.
You ain't even got to shout me out.
Oh, but you know I'm on the way, and you already know I'm always tell them who played the part and what I'm doing.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? No, because I see a lot of artists that came through our pipeline that forget us. And I have to be like, okay, whatever.
Right.
But I just appreciate you so much. I appreciate your family, man. Like, they love me, and I love them.
Yeah, you know, y'all fam for sure.
So the Puff and Paint, please go to darkestmusic.com/Puff and Paint for your tickets. I was mad that I couldn't do it. He hit me up, was like, yo, what you doing on Saturday? I'm like, nigga, I got a show already.
Yeah.
Let me figure out how I can switch this shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm going to pop up, though, after my show. I think my show's over at like 12 or 1. So I'm going to pop up, you know what I'm saying, and holler at you, man. Let people know how they can find you, they can reach you.
On Instagram, I'm Narkiss88. That's NARKISS 88. You can look at my website. Salute to Braziana, because she's always keeping my website tight. She's keeping it right. If any one of y'all need, if any one of y'all.
Did this nigga phone just die? Did this nigga phone just die? Oh, okay. The nigga had a phone call to you. Nigga must have a phone call. It's your boy Spaceship, always incredible. This is Straight Talk with Spaceship. We got Narkiss. There you go. Is he back?
Okay. Look, man. Yeah. Salute and shout out to Braziana, man. If y'all need the info on how to contact her and how to get her to work y'all's website, man, feel free to inbox me. I'll damn sure give y'all her information. Yes. Big salute to Brazzy, man. Salute to Laura. You can find me everywhere. My website is www.narkissmusic.com. That's narkissmusic.com. narkissmusic.com. Man, make sure y'all tap in, man. I'm on the wave of doing big things, man. I appreciate all my followers, all my listeners, all my supporters, man. Everybody who's had an influence. Big salute to my daughter. Big salute to my wife. Big salute to my grandmother. Big ass salute to my brother. Like I said, man, I love him. He's my biggest motivator. You know what I mean?
I love you, my brother. I appreciate you, my brother.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. You know I appreciate you, G.
This is episode 1, season 4, Straight Talk with Spaceship, live and uncut. Hey, Straight Talk with Spaceship presents Narkiss, my brother. Yeah. I appreciate you. We out this thing. Don't leave yet. I'm gonna end this, but don't leave. I got some shit to say.
Bet.
Always be a blessing to somebody's life, man. It's not about what you get; it's about what you give. And we out this thing. Peace.
Yes, sir.
But he ain't listen to me. But he ain't listen to me. But he ain't listen to me. I tried to talk to him. But he ain't listen to me. 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 Try.